Friends, the last class we started discussing certain sounds which were borrowed from outside and then accommodated in Tamil, and we identified them as ja, sha, sa, ha and sha. And we also saw how they were accommodated in Tamil with the available letters there. That is to say, to take in these sounds, the Tamils have improvised or modified the letters they had earlier. That way, with a slight adjustment or modification of each letter, we could produce a new letter giving it a new sound. So, that way we had ja, sha, sa, ha and sha. After that, we took up the formation of these letters. That is to say, I mentioned about improvisation. Improvisation is nothing but rearranging the sound or the letter. This is the Tamil letter I, as you know. With this, we try to make ja. Take the lower portion and instead of bringing it up, you take it up and bend it, it becomes ja. All these things we saw in the last class, and we did have the combination of the vowels with these letters. That is to say, this is ja with a dot above. You know, dot is an important factor, important element in Tamil language. So, you put a dot about that and it becomes a consonant. A consonant necessarily takes a vowel so that it can be pronounced easily. Ij plus a, ja. And the next vowel is a, so it has to take a marker. Now, coming to the pronunciation point of view, this is ja as you have in jump. This is jaw as you have in jaw or jar. Like any Tamil letter, these new letters also accept the vowels and take up the markers. With this, we put E and this becomes G. The marker is the same, only you have to know where to draw it from. So, this is G as you have in gin or gym. The next letter is the long vowel E. You have to make a slight adjustment here and make it sound longer as we did with all the double letters. So, this is G as you have in gene or G. The next vowel is U, and as with Tamil letters, this also has a certain element of guessing, that is to say, how to put the U marker and where. So, they took up the position here above the letter, extended a line and then circled it. You can't read it as ja, because ja has a separate marker for a. So, this is ju as you have in juvenile or judiciary. The next letter is U, and you have to elongate it. What do? We extend it above and bend it. It becomes Ju as you have in June or July. It takes the next vowel A. For A, the marker is like this, you know that. So, I put ja here and this becomes J as you have in jet or just. As you are already aware, the next vowel is A. And what do? We slightly change the marker which is put before the consonant. This is J as you have it in jade or a proper noun James. By this time you should have remembered all these vowels without faltering and automatically follow me or even precede me in predicting. With which I join I. See the difference? I have put them together. This is ja with a curve inward. This is I, the original Tamil letter, with the curve outside or curving it from the lower end to the upper end. J plus I, J. The marker is this, and you get the consonant after that, J, as you have in jibe. You know, this has two different spellings, and in Britain they call it as, they pronounce it as jibe, but the letters are G-Y-B-E. Then follows O, and the marker is the A marker and O marker put together, Jo, and the long vowel is O, and this becomes O, as you have in joke or jolt. The last vowel to be added to this consonant is how, and there is no change in the marker. This is, it takes the A marker, the consonant follows, and then the marker of ow to be put at the end. Together they make jow, as you have in jowl. So these are the letters we have improvised with the available script. Let us see one or two words so that you can remember these letters. What is this? This letter, perhaps we learnt it long back. This is Ra with a marker, this is Ra, this is Ja with a O marker, Ja, Ra, Ja. See that both of them are elongated A. Raja, Raja. As I told you earlier, these sounds were taken up from another language and were accommodated with the help of these improvised letters. The sounds are from outside. So naturally, this word means the king. What is this? The Ra you can identify. I have put another marker here, so the whole thing becomes Ro. The same letter here, Ja, Roja. Roja is the rose. Of the 5 letters, Ja, Sha, Sa, Sha, we have taken up Ja and discussed how it takes up the vowels and the shape it changes into. Now we take up the next letter. This is Sha, to be pronounced as Sha. How do you write? This is the shape of this particular sound. This is Sha. And as I told you earlier, this is only an improvisation of the available script. This you know. Oh, you put the E marker above and that becomes Sha. Sha, naturally takes up a dot and becomes a consonant. And as a consonant, it accepts the vowels. So you have the consonantal vowel form. When it takes up the vowels, naturally it takes up the markers. You remove the dot and it becomes a consonantal vowel. And this is A, it becomes Sha. With A, it becomes Ish plus A, Sha. With O, it becomes Sha. And with E, the same method, the same E marker put above. She, as you have in ship. You would like to have the pronunciation with the English sounds, isn't it? So for Sha, it can be as in shut. For Sha, it can be shop. So for she, it is as pronounced in ship. Now with long E, this is Sha, the marker is extended and then rounded off. She, as you have in sheep or sheet. You have U next and it becomes shu. Again the same method of having it above. For Ja, we had it this way. Here also you have it the same way. This is shu, as you have in should or shook. Next comes Woo. So the sound would be shoo. This is shoo and extend it above. Shoo, as we did in Jew. For shoe, the similar sound can be shoot or shoe. After woo, what is the vowel? A. So naturally, ish takes A and it becomes she. The marker is put beforehand. She, as you have in shed or shepherd. When this A, the longer one, this marker is changed into a different shape. This is she, as you have in shake or shape. The other combination we followed is with I. Sh plus I, shy. This is the I marker and shy. Shy as you have in shy or shine. Let us have a few words. Let me see whether you can read them without my help. This is ka, this is ish, ta, yam, kashtam. Kashtam is sorrow or difficulty. This is na, ish, ta, yam, nashtam, loss. It's a Tamil letter. V. Sha, the new letter. Yam, Visham, poison. Veshayam, Vesham. Vesham is a disguise. This is written nowadays as Vedam. We will take this up later because it has a different pronunciation. So, we have so far discussed two letters of the borrowed sounds, two letters representing the borrowed sounds. One is ja and the other is sha. These two letters are taken in by the Tamils to accommodate the sounds which they had to come in contact with from the Sanskrit speaking people. As a result, we find almost all the words using these sounds being of Sanskritic origin. In later years, people tried to give them a Tamil accent and sound, so that they tried to replace these letters which marked the foreign sounds or the new sounds, and made it look like original Tamil word. For instance, can you read this? Pu, ish, pa, yam, pushpam. Pushpam is a flower. later on there was an attempt to replace this letter and the sound, and they made it, pu, it, pa, im, put, pum, meaning the same. We will take up all these things later on and also see how the change in the beginning was brought in and also the change that was later introduced to replace these sounds.